What's up, you guys? I'm sorry about that. My video cut out. I'm just going back to what I was saying about, I'm just very surprised that the Giants chose, Joe Schoen over Adam Peters. Because you look at that team that Adam Peters had built over there with San Francisco, the strong players that he has put in place on defense. That's a hard-hitting defense over there in San Francisco. Then you look at the running backs that he has in place. I mean, he hit on a 6th-round draft pick with Elijah Mitchell. And if you haven't seen Elijah Mitchell run the football this year, I mean, you're missing out. I mean, that guy is explosive, and he runs behind a pretty good offensive line and the running scheme that Kyle Shanahan has put in place. But, it's just guys like that, along with Brandon Ayuk and George Kittle, and they're doing all these things, and they're winning ball games with Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback, and it just amazes me. It just tells me they have a strong unit as a football team from all aspects of the game: defense, offense. It's just everything that goes along with it. And I just don't see that with the Buffalo Bills. Yes, they have some good pieces on defense, but still, if you take Josh Allen out of that equation, that one single player that everybody gives Joe Schoen all this credit for drafting, what are the Buffalo Bills? What are the Buffalo Bills? Joe Schoen gets all this credit for drafting a man at pick number 17 for a team that was in dire need of a quarterback. And all of a sudden they have this 6'5" athletic QB with a cannon of an arm and a guy that can run fall into their lap. I mean, how much credit should the guy get for selecting a guy like that? Any bozo would have made that move if their team needed a quarterback that bad. Anybody would have drafted at Josh Allen in that spot. I mean, come on now. And I know the fact that he was the one that drafted Josh Allen was the big reason as to why the New York Giants selected him as the GM. But that's not the big picture here, man. You got to look at the other aspects of the team. The Buffalo Bills have a middle-of-the-pack offensive line. They have no running game. Don't let what Devin Singletary did the other day in that playoff game fool you. Because Devin Singletary and Zach Moss have basically done nothing the entire season. I mean, hell, they were losing snaps to freaking Matt Breida halfway through the year. Those two are not good running backs. And a big reason as to why the Buffalo Bills haven't advanced this far in previous years was because they didn't have any running game. And Josh Allen was just out there chucking the ball all over the place. They had no balance on offense. But the 49ers have a solid offensive line, a good stable of running backs, with Elijah Mitchell, Jeff Wilson, who I don't know if Adam Peters was a part of drafting Jeff Wilson, but Jeff Wilson has been very productive in previous years, not so much this year, but he's dealt with a lot of injuries. You look at guys like, JaMycal Hasty that he may have also drafted, which, yeah, he did draft him because he was a rookie, I think, last year. Then you look at all the defensive players, Nick Bosa, and the strong linebackers that team has. Then you think about all the success that Adam Peters had in Denver, going to a Super Bowl, and the great defensive players that they had on that team. I just think the Giants put a lot of stock into that Josh Allen pick. And man, you are on a very slippery slope when it comes to that. The Josh Allen pick and the Stephon Diggs acquisition. Look, players like Stephon Diggs don't hit the free agent market very often. Is he going to be able to capitalize on one of those guys in the future? Are they going to be available in the future to pick up like he did in Buffalo? I don't know, man. I don't know. So I'm just kind of worried about this hire. But again, I'm a guy that hasn't liked anything this team has done at the head coaching position or the GM spot ever since, they hired Tom Coughlin. Like, when they hired Tom Coughlin, that just seemed right. It seemed right. This just still seems a little off to me. I don't know. And I heard Bill Parcells may have had, he gave a good word on Joe Schoen. And, that's, like, to me, that kind of runs along the lines of almost an in-house hire, because you're still getting input from people that were a part of this organization. Why should Bill Parcells have any kind of say in what the New York Giants are doing in 2022? I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, hopefully he works out. Hopefully he works out. I hope the best for the man, but I really wish his team would have hired Adam Peters. Hopefully I'm wrong, but I thought he's done a hell of a job over there with the San Francisco 49ers. And the fact that that team is able to win games with Jimmy Garoppolo is just, it's outstanding to me, because Garoppolo is just atrocious. Atrocious. I don't know. That's it. Go Giants. We'll see what happens. Thank you guys for tuning in as always, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.